There is a sentiment that executive compensation is excessive. There's a lot of public commentary about perhaps that executive compensation isn't linked to performance. So we look at some of these issues and we focus in on the CMO, the Chief Marketing Officer. And there are a couple of findings. The first set of findings is that when you look at how much CMOs are paid, the level that CMOs are paid are driven by the value they bring to their firm. So CMOs that have responsibility for advertising, CMOs that have responsibility for R&D, CMOs that operate in competitive markets, they bring more value to their organizations, or their job description is expanded, and therefore there's scope for them to bring more to the table. Those CMOs are the ones that are being paid high levels of compensation.
We find that firms that deviate away from what should be the appropriate level of incentives, given what the CMO does, they have a lower stock price and lower profit than other firms. So to sort of give you an idea of the numbers, we find that a 10% deviation, which is about $75,000 of either too much pay, excess incentives, or too little pay, reduces the firm's stock price by 2.4%, which for the average firm is about $40 million.
So if you're paying the CMO too little, you can save $75,000, but you lose firm value $40 million. We sort of call that as a penny-wise, pound-foolish situation. But on the other side, if you're paying the CMO too much, maybe you're being irresponsible with how you're paying your top executives, and that also has an adverse impact on firm performance. Our results are based on sound economic theory. The empirics bear us out, but I think our results paint a broader story that incentives do matter, and especially for these C-suite officers, that if they're not paid appropriately on either side, firm performance is going to be impacted.